Hi there, this is a short video to show you how to get started with file management on a Mac. So first of all, if you want to bring up a Finder window, you can do so by clicking on this icon down in the dock. If there's no other Finder windows open, it will open a new window. If you already have some windows open, you can go up to the File menu and choose New Finder window. Now you can move them around by dragging the sort of title bar. You can also resize them by grabbing any of the edges or the corners and get them to look the way you want. The two most useful views on these windows I find to be either column view, which gives you a nice column-based view of things as you penetrate down into one folder, into the next, or you can use as list in this menu. So you can get a list of them, and it generally sorts them into alphabetical order, but you can also use these headings at the top. So that put it in alphabetical order, that put them into reverse alphabetical, date modified, and size. You can either go biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest. So what we want to do to get started on the file management assignment is to go to Documents, and we want to create some new folders. So I'm going to, you could either do a new folder from the File menu, or you could right-click if you're using a mouse or a trackpad, and you can say New Folder from here. So I'm going to create a folder called McEwen. And I'm going to switch back to column view. I think that's going to be more useful for the moment. So inside McEwen, so in this space over here, I'm going to create a folder called Business Computing. Inside Business Computing, I'm going to create a folder called Assignments. And inside Assignments, I'm going to create a new folder called Grader Excel 1. Now I'm going to change my approach for a moment because I want to create some other folders beside that one, not inside. So rather than working in this section of the screen, I'm going to work here, and I'm going to right click and do New Folder, and I'm going to do Grader Excel 2. And if you were proceeding with the assignment, you would create Grader Excel 3, 4, 5, 6, then the Grader Word 1 through 4, and Grader PowerPoint 1 through 4. So you'd have all those folders in a list here. And just for the future, I'm going to go back to Assignments, and I'm going to create a folder here called File Management. Because I'm going to need that later in the assignment. I've got a separate video for how to download the Grader Excel 1, etc. files from MyLab IT. But for the file management assignment, for the second half of the file management assignment, I'm going to walk you through a few of those steps. So inside file management, the folder, I'm going to create a new folder called Another. Then inside that one, I'm going to do Time. Inside that one, I'm going to do Place. No, I'm going to do And then I'm going to do Place. And by the way, you can resize these columns as well, so they don't have to be quite that wide for my purposes here. So now I need to kind of climb back up because I want another folder beside the folder called Another. So I'm going to create a folder here called Boy. and you get the idea. You're either creating folders beside one another or inside one another. The next part of the assignment is we have to play around with some files that you're going to download from the file management assignment. So I've downloaded them already. It's a zip file. Excuse me. And I'm going to double click on that. It expands out into a folder. So what is going to be handy for me here is to have two windows open up. One of them is I'm going to go to the desktop and down into that MG107 folder. And I might even want to get rid of this section over here entirely. So I drag that like that. So the assignment consists of a lot of copying, deleting, renaming files. So those files are all here. You may find it useful to sort them in different ways. So I might want to change the width of these columns. So I might want to sort them by size, largest to smallest or smallest to largest. I might want to sort them by kind to get all the JPEG files together in case I need all of those. And one thing to point out, if I'm sorting by size, let's do it largest to smallest. I think that's more intuitive. Even though there might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files that all say 9K, the one at the top, closest to the 10K, is actually the largest. It's just rounding these numbers for readability. So this one is definitely bigger than this one, which is bigger than this one, etc. So don't be fooled by the fact that they are all say 9K. They are slightly different in size, and this one is definitely bigger than its counterparts. And I think that's about it. Thanks very much.